It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the post
all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the...
Strap in the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And a good return from the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. In motion right, that's Collins. Play action. Stroud now. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game, get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. They'll be led out by the man who played his college ball in the city of Orlando, the rookie from UCF.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you, because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary up.
Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
In motion right, that's Collins. Quick throw to Collins.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He'll complete this one to Collins. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Stroud now to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
To Mixon on the check down.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Houston Texans. 1st and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gets
free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now a toss right side. HN with it.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle they go. McCormick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
HN on the counter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5.
The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Achane once more, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A run straight ahead with Achane. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
This is taken at about the 14. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again to the 43, 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw. Stroud. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Mechie has it on the slant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. The throwing again is Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. 7 yards there and a first down.
Back to throw. Here
is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Fairbairn is on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Will Anderson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up a throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
In motion right, that's Collins. Quick throw to Collins.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In motion right, that's Collins.
A yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And Stroud now to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jordan Brooks
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Miami set to take over.
And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the Texans' 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Short throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Sanders' kick is good.
Looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In motion right, that's Collins. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. 47-yard line.
The tight end in motion right.
Stroud off the play fake.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McCormick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On 1st down, back to Achane.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, it's Achane.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Achane. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 6. Running right, here's Achane.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen in 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. Right side complete to Mechie.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
The throwing again is Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league,
Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And out come the Dolphins now.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start with the option.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphins first down.
Up the middle they go. McCormick. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Stroud.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
And they take a knee.
Out of the gun, here's again to Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.